Hi everyone, I posted a video actually doing this recently and it became really long, so I thought I would start again, have the last one as a bit of practice, and now I will start going, in each video I will do one day of our trip, of each trip. So we will start today with the first trip back in June 2017. That should take 2 videos. And then, depending on the number of days for the later trips, I will then do more videos. So, first of all, this is going back, as I said, to June 2017, when we completed our first trip to Disneyland Paris. Now, previously to that, I had been to the one in Florida, but this was many, many years before. Now, at the time, a friend of ours was turning 30, so it was a big birthday, therefore we thought we have to, do something big. She suggested Disneyland Paris to us, because she wanted to go back, and didn't actually expect that we'd say yes, and we did. Now this was via Groupon, so a small amount of caveat I'll get to throughout these videos on that, but overall it was a wonderful trip, absolutely amazing. For the trip, Pans made these really nice t-shirts which had sort of birthday goal written on hers, and we had with the birthday goal little arrows, and also made flounder and Sebastian ears, which I do not have to have. They're not with the others, so I don't know where they've gone. Anyway, I should do one ears. Anyway, so our friend lives up in Watford at the time, yes. So she came down to us in Sussex, and we then travelled up to Gatwick on the 17th of June. And so we left quite early. We then went over. We tried to have breakfast at a Mexican place because everywhere else was chocker full of people, and we actually did manage to have it, because before we were served, or just as we were being served, they announced our flights. We had to then leg it onto the flight. So we were a bit hungry, but we were still really excited. So these doors actually alone in the flat. Like, what's going on over there? And then we took selfies. We actually saw our flat at the time. We were living on the coast, and Pans saw it. I was going, ooh, what is it? Ooh. And I probably had a GNT on a flight, because I'm not the greatest flyer. And yeah, then we managed to get there. So on the first day, we actually only spent time in the village, because we only had tickets for 2 days in the park, and we went to the sports bar. We had food there, had some of their cocktails, and Pans had his first glowpini, which has been his standard drink whenever we go for cocktails in Disney now. And we also went into we went into like the Lego shop, the art shop, shops that are so much fun to visit, especially the art shop. It's just almost like we treat it like a museum. We do buy things there. And also at that time is when Ludwig's Castle also had merchandise there, and they had bags, Harry Potter bags, because as we said in the introduction video, we were also a fan of Harry Potter, though there was no Hufflepuff bag, which Pants was disappointed at. And when I was actually constructing these videos, I actually went back through photos, because I hadn't at that point started making this list, so there's probably a huge amount of gaps, but I still keep talking. And yeah, so Pans found the hat that he has become his standard hat, which says Prince on the inside, on the rim thing, yeah. Which he then subsequently bought, because as we learnt, heat stroke is a thing that can really, really hit hard if you're not careful, especially in the heat of summer in France, even though it is only about 350 miles south of where we live. So it makes a difference. Anyway, on day one, what I didn't mention is that we actually flew into Charles de Gaulle, and then we got the Magic Shuttle, which is fine. It takes about an hour. Not me. And we stayed at the Kyriad. Didn't stay on site at this point, and we had food there. And on the first day, that's where we had breakfast. We wore the ears for the first day. And when we arrived, we sort of took pictures of the castle. Me and Pans were like, ooh, the castle, pretty. Well, Pans had seen it before, many years before. I haven't, so I was like, oh, we wore the ears, the Flounder and Sebastian ears. Our friend had ears, had aerial ears with the Dingle Hopper. So we were kind of themed there. And we met Mickey Mouse. We also went on the Snow White ride. And we also visited the castle, and inside there's a picture of us posing with a book at the bottom of the stairs. You go around, within the castle they have this stairwell which leads to a sort of walk where you can sort of, you know, follow the story of Sleeping Beauty. And then there's, in the basement, spoiler alert, there's a dragon. And the dragon doesn't do much, but what it does do is enough for it to be amazing. And I was in awe because I love Maleficent and I love dragons. And I love Maleficent Dragon as well, so yeah, I was in heaven. We also did the Aladdin Walk, which is the Aladdin story, in a similar kind of idea that you follow the story through a passage. And we also went to Princess Pavilion and met Ariel and then Rapunzel. I was thinking I need to get a hat. So this is when Pans was thinking of getting his, where if he spotted it in the shop, he would get it. And I was saying, well, if you do that, I will get a Maleficent hat. Final. And I did. And he did. And so we had hats. Later on that day, we saw the parade for the first time. Now, love the parade. I absolutely adore it. I don't think it's changed, at least not the 25-year anniversary one, or I can't remember if that's different to the Stars on Parade. Anyway, yeah, it's lovely. We tried to see it as much as we can when we're there. And we've also did the Dumbledore, the Dumbledore? Wrong fandom. The Dumbo ride as well that afternoon. And also saw next to Auberge de Cendrillon there is a fountain or statue, and they have a little bit of Lucifer. So Lucifer, gonna mention, yay! And then what our present for our friend for her 30th was to take her to Auberge de Cendrillon, where we had the character meal, and met the princesses, and it was gorgeous. We had there was glutinis. I probably had a champagne cocktail if they were there, and the actual pudding itself, I remember, was like it was a cake which, like a cushion, it had like a white chocolate shoe on top. It was really lovely. Unfortunately, Pans got food. Was feeling really ill from heat stroke that day, so revisited his food in reverse. So he unfortunately had to go back to the Kyriad via the shuttle, and we stayed out and did Phantom Manor and Thunder Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, should I say? And then I think we even managed to fit in the Buzz Lightyear ride, but we missed the illuminations in on that occasion because it wouldn't have been fun to have seen it just the two of us without having the third person there. We thought that would be a nice end to the holiday. So that takes us to the end of day 1. I will do day 2 in another video, which I don't think should be quite as long as this one. But yeah, it's nice to look back on these trips as well. It's probably not going to help my Disney blues because we went for the last trip and for the foreseeable future last weekend. But I think it's also nice to revisit these memories. So tune in again for another video on our trip back in June 2017. I hope you're all well. Please like and subscribe and comment on any wonderful memories that you've had that by me rambling on has been triggered in your memory. Please like us on Instagram. Please follow us on Twitter. And follow us on Instagram is probably a better actual terminology. I'm not an old man, honest. And yeah, look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.